Hi, Mud. This is my cheat sheet for Wednesday, February the 8th. Certainly a big night for Rick Santorum last night. We talked about how this likely would be the best week for him so far in the election cycle. The big wins in Missouri and Minnesota were somewhat potentially expected, given that he had such success in Iowa, the one state he had won previously. The big win in Colorado over Mitt Romney. Keep in mind, all three of these were states that Mitt Romney actually won in 2008. Well, that could be the shot heard around the campaign cycle. Wide open race again. Congrats to Rick Santorum. All right, let's talk a little bit about government assistance. We have new information. The most recent data coming back from the government is from 2010. At the end of 2010, what we see is that it's not just about food stamps. You've heard that reference because Newt Gingrich has had that line about Barack Obama being the best food stamp president. He wants to be the best paycheck president, all that. Well, it's all government programs. Get this, 1/3 of all American households were receiving some form of government assistance program by the end of 2010. 1 in 3. That is by far and away a new record. We've never been above 30% previously. Gives you an idea of part of the reason we're running these record deficits. By the way, by the time you add in those that are on Social Security and Medicare, it actually is 1 in 2 households that receives a check from the government. Now, obviously, it's a different ballgame when you're talking about Social Security and Medicare because individuals have paid taxes towards those programs in order to receive those benefits. But 1 in 2 households, 50% of households, receive a check from the government every month. 33% of those are government assistance programs. That is a startling number. More information on the physical cheat sheet. Here's another startling number for you. Mark Zuckerberg talking about the potential of the record initial public offering for Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, when this thing comes public, whatever the implied dollar amount is, somewhere between $75 to $100 billion, he will own more than half of it. And it looks like he's also going to have the largest single tax bill we've ever seen in this country's history. The amount of it? A minimum $1 billion. And if it ends up closer to a $100 billion price range, he'll have a tax bill for nearly $2 billion. Imagine that thing showing up to the door. Holy cow. All right, let's talk a little bit about Facebook moving to China. This could be the next huge test. You know, Google has run up with problems with the Chinese government because they censor everything there. And they don't necessarily allow the people in their country to see everything that goes on, especially in the West. Facebook is going to take the challenge. They're going to try to expand into China. So this will be the next test of the Chinese government. Also be interesting to see if and when China comes after Facebook for censorship. If Facebook is going to go ahead and comply, it would appear at this point that likely they will. How about this? The app economy. This is something, it's actually my favorite story of the day. We've talked about app millionaires before. People who've had kind of a cool idea, designed it real quick, gotten in an app store, get a couple million people to download it at 99 cents, and bam, inside of a week you're a millionaire. That's pretty cool. But beyond that, the overall employment picture and the new app economy, we are getting ready to hit a new milestone in employment. Nearly 500,000 people by the end of probably next month are going to be working in the app industry, just the app development industry, which is pretty cool. By the way, 25% of all those employment opportunities in the app economy are in California, so we still see that as an epicenter. But this is a big tent that continues to grow as apps are downloaded by the millions around the world every single day. That is the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours, and we'll see you tomorrow.